Hi everyone, welcome to Chapter 12 lecture. We are already in Chapter 12, Content Marketing and Influencer Marketing. I'm sure everyone has your favorite influencers, especially on TikTok or Instagram. I would love to hear who they are. And also, what is your favorite meme? I thought this was pretty funny. I have an army. And then they say we have noses. So memes, some of in Latin America, they call it meme. I thought it was really cute. So memes are ideas expressed as visuals, words, or videos that spread on the internet from person to person. What makes one particular idea or concept more likely to be picked up and shared on a mass scale than other pieces of content, do you guys think? I believe the factor that it has humor approach, makes me remember memes way more than the others. These days, I see a lot of memes or like little Reels video with the POV content. It was really funny to see. It was POV your ice cream, and then it was like how ice cream sees us from here. So it was funny. People are curious to discover new things, but also afraid of anything too new. So we have to choose somewhere in between, right? But this was also really funny too. It was from Heinz ketchup. Are tomatoes a fruit or vegetable? And this was with Facebook vote. So 55% said team fruit. It was very tied, right? It's almost the same. 46% people said it's vegetable. What do you guys think? Personas and user-generated content. So to make more memorable memes or visuals that really stuck in our mind, you have to have more personable approach, and it would be better if it has special persona in it, right? So create a customer profile or a buyer persona. So have this imaginary friend of you, imaginary character of you, who loves your brand so much. What kind of people are they exactly? That provides an in-depth description of the target, not only to define who may respond to their marketing communications, but also why. What motivates them to come to your brand, to your store, to keep buying your products. So a buyer persona is a semi-fictional portrayal of the ideal customer based on real data. Priority initiatives is what is important to your customers now. Success factors is what does success look like to them. Perceived barrier is what holds them back from buying. And buying process is how do they collect information and purchase. Decision criteria is what factors do they consider. So these are the things we need to consider before we decide the buyer persona. To understand the buyer persona, it's fun theory to think about. Theory is called jobs to be done theory. It's not too hard to understand, in my opinion. So there was this case, McDonald's wanted to increase their sales of milkshake, like we see in the picture. And when do you think about milkshake if you have tried McDonald's milkshake? I haven't tried theirs, but I have tried similar menu from Wendy's or Dairy Queen, but I've never thought of trying milkshake at McDonald's. I prefer McFlurry a lot more. But they did this experiment when people are coming in for milkshake and what kind of people are coming in for milkshake. And they found out people who has to go to work by driving picks up their milkshakes around 8-10 a.m. and then just go to their car and drive. And since it's so hard to eat pastries or bagels or even donuts while you're driving, right? But compared to other beverages, milkshakes is kind of filling, right? So those customers said, oh, it keeps me full until at least 10 a.m. if they had it before they coming to work. So that's basic logic to understand jobs to be done theory. To understand why people are buying milkshakes and what makes them to buy a milkshake. So it would be really great if McDonald's can pair milkshake in a morning set menu with some pastry that's really easy to pick up while they're driving, right? So apple pie or I don't know if they have donut type of thing. I think McMuffin is too hard to eat while you're driving as well. So maybe if they have like little pastries that doesn't It's not really hard to eat while you're driving. It'll be a really good set menu for a morning, for breakfast. So that's the theory, is called jobs to be done theory. It's functional, social, and emotional reasons customer buy products and to get a job done or make progress to a larger goal. So think about why they're doing this. People don't simply buy products or services, they hire them to make progress in specific circumstances. So here, the word hire is so important. Think about why they hire us. Why do they need us at this moment of their life? Conveys the real underlying reason they would want the product and service. So we will better understand if we really think about the jobs to be done theory. First step will be, what jobs are people trying to do by buying the product or service, this specific product? What functional, emotional, and social component is the job fulfilling? What messages convey the story of getting the job done? So these are the things you should consider for your future references and also for your current IG business profile. Also, to make more memorable content, the platform called user-generated content is also frequently used type of media. So it's any photo, video, post, anything that we users are publishing. It's through social media by unpaid contributor. User-generated content featuring a brand achieved almost 7 times higher engagement than brand-generated content, so it looks more genuine. So REI's hashtag opt-outside is a good example of user-generated content. So they gave 12,000 employees not to work on Black Friday. And it's very different from different outdoor brands, right? REI is an outdoor brand. Have you guys seen this brand? I like their Tumblr, so I use it to school sometimes. But this campaign made us consumers think that REI is really appreciating their employees and they're different from other stores, their competitor brands. So by this user-generated content, we will remember this campaign more and we will have better favorable perception of this brand. And who knows, we will see REI. I saw this store in Cranston. Maybe I'll think of this campaign and come by there when I need something for outdoor. Engagement through content marketing. So audience has to choose to spend time with the brand. Like you're spending time with your friend, you have to like that friend to spend time, right? The brand cannot buy their attention. So content marketing as a strategic marketing approach focused on creating, distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract clearly defined audience. It's so important to clearly define the audience first. Ultimately to drive profitable customer action. So I hope you see the connection with the jobs to be done theory and this. So understand the jobs, why they hire us, why do they want us in their life. So in that way, we can fulfill their need, right? So one of the examples was Coca-Cola's Share a Coke campaign. Have you seen this? I'm sure everyone must have seen Coca-Cola with names, name tags. I've never found any Coca-Cola with my own name, but it'd be really cool to have one. So Coca-Cola understood our need to be identified as a unique individual. So it feels better to have a Coke with my name versus no name, right? So to serve better engagement for our customers, these two technologies something we all need to understand. Search engine optimization, SEO, is improving the visibility of website. It's also organic web search engine results. So the difference is search engine marketing, SEM, is improving the visibility. So the goal is the same, but also it is through paid advertising. For instance, PPC, pay-per-click ads. So the example I found here on the right, searching my dog has food allergies. And then you see the yellow ad button saying blue basic dog food, allergy relief for dogs. So with this, we all know it was paid since it says ad. But if so that's the part of search engine marketing, SEM. But if it has no ad sign, if it was someone's blog post or someone's review, something authentic, more authentic and unpaid, that would be the example of search engine optimization. I would trust the results of search engine optimization more than search engine marketing because I want to know users' real experience, how it was when they used these products. And another type of advertising that's very prevalent these days is native advertising. It's different from content marketing that it is paid media. So if you see the example here on the right, you all know what Bumble is, right? It's an online dating app. So look at this, 11 tips to help you prepare for a video call date. I screen captured this during COVID. We're still in COVID, but when there was peak of this virus and there was no vaccine, so they had an option to serve a video call on this platform, I believe. So it looks like an article from BuzzFeed, but if you see it really carefully, it says promoted by Bumble. So we know that it's some kind of sponsorship from Bumble, and we call this native advertising, something that looks like other content on the same platform, but it was sponsored and they paid. Mobile Labs has another content marketing channel. Thought it was really cool that makeup brands and also Sephora or Ulta, they are using AR technology. So when you do a selfie with your phone and post it on their website, they give you advice for the best type of makeup advice. Like for your face, this tone of foundation will match, this kind of eye makeup will match. Thought it was really, really cool. In content marketing, treat the customer or potential customer as a friend rather than a target. So I showed you example how brands are approaching to their customers on DMs nowadays. Look for collaboration opportunities with content providers and consumers when start a new brand or organization content delivery vehicle. So collaboration opportunities is really important. First, finding, after understanding job to be done theory for your brand, it'll be important to find, so for these jobs to be done, who would be the most trustworthy? Who would be perceived as the most authentic influencer for your brand, right? So a mini case I prepared is Dove Real Beauty Sketches. I wanted to talk about this case from chapter 1. It's one of my favorite PR case out there. We see beauty all around us, so please take your time, watch both videos. So Dove originally launched this campaign, Real Beauty, in 2004. So it's more than almost 2 decades of campaign, right? I had to do the math. The campaign generated more than 4.6 billion public relations and blogger media impressions. So for PR, since it's unpaid media, the way we know how it worked is to see the number of engagements and to see the number of impressions of media. And more than 1 million likes on Dove Facebook page, reaching 1 out of every 10 Facebook users. It's very impressive, right? I hope you check both videos. And this is a question I prepared. The Dove Real Beauty campaign is more than 10 years old. What could the brand do next to sustain attention and drive further viral success? How do you know when it's time to quit a campaign and start something new? And also, we talked about fans and fandoms when we talked about the Sony's case a few chapters ago. Here, we also learned new things in a similar context, advocates and brand ambassadors. So evangelism marketing, like the religion, right, is a form of word-of-mouth marketing in which marketers develop these true, real relationships with customers who strongly believe in a product or service and who voluntarily advocate for the brand. So it'll be a huge fan of this brand already, right, like me and Glossier. Advocates are super fans and brand loyalists who engage with the brand because they love it, may not have large sphere of influence. And brand ambassadors are influencers who are rewarded or hired by the brand for long-term relationships. And influencers bring expertise to a specific area because influencers have their own categories too, have their own expertise as well, like beauty, travel, lifestyle. It has a sizable group of engaged followers, sometimes more than 1 million, and usually share brand messages for compensation. So the more follower they have, the more they would charge the brand, right? Procter & Gamble, P&G's vocal point for influential mothers. So since there are a lot of brands, a lot of products under P&G for moms to use for their family, they have this Momfluencers campaign. P&G found markets or cities with active vocal point online community influencers produce twice the revenue. It's really impressive, right? Of that in markets without vocal points. So Momfluencers really worked for P&G. 6.2 mass influencers, such as mass connectors and 13.4% mass mavens, created 80% of the product and service impressions each year. So that's really impressive. So they have their like little booths at the mall or the grocery market where moms would appear the most, and they would hire them as their influencers. And also they get the deals. Also, another marketing strategy is gamification. It's application of elements of games to marketing. Have you seen this game, Lucky Charms game? I thought it was really fun to do it, and I love Lucky Charm. And they sometimes give you a coupon as well at the end. Able to collect data to identify your best customers. So if you have this kind of game, you'll have all the data who actually comes to play our own brand's game. Also remember the Chick-fil-A video we saw a few chapters back? So if I was PR person for Chick-fil-A, I'll have this data who kept watching for this animated campaign, who takes care of our sustainability campaign, right? So again, jobs to be done theory. We'll have enough data to talk about these ambassadors and brand fans who are highly interested in us, right? The pyramid of fandom is a way to view audience relationships to nurture them moving up levels. Also, if you have time, please go to this link and see what are the things that they're looking for Lego ambassadors. This is also Ulta Beauty from Ulta Beauty. So they have different levels of hierarchy of fans, member, platinum, and then diamond. They usually had member or platinum only, but a few years back they had this diamond level too. So they have better benefits, annual $25 beauty services reward card. It's pretty impressive. Okay, so these are if they are in the diamond level, they would be considered as brand ambassador or super fans, so they would get more rewards. So how to find the brand evangelist, super fans? You should find the average consumer who is a hyper repeat customer who comes back to your brand. These are 5 steps to find brand evangelists. Excel at service. So when someone has a great experience, they want to tell everyone about it. Show appreciation for repeating customers. Give them specific special deals or offers. Listen and respond to complaints. So admitting mistake can also generate a lot of trust and also show that you can improve. Will have your consumers to have really great impressions of you. Leverage employees. Train and reward employees who spread the brand message. Focus on quality, not quantity. Relationships take time, so concentrate efforts on a smaller group of influential customers or clients to make the effort more manageable. Do you have any brand experience that turned you into their brand evangelists? Employee advocacy. So employee advocacy is the promotion of a business by its workforce, usually through social media. And employer branding focuses on attracting, engaging, and retaining talent for recruitment and employee relations. So you can look at Cisco's #WeAreCisco campaign. So they really appreciate their employees by highlighting each employee they want to appreciate for their campaign, #WeAreCisco. Employee advocacy is top benefits of employee advocacy programs. So you can also increase your brand visibility if you have this kind of Cisco campaign, right? And also attract new business, humanize the brand, raise employee profiles, strengthen employee engagement. So they'll have more engagement with their workplace. They will feel more proud of themselves working there. Build brand loyalty, amplify thought leadership. This is all part of internal communication for PR. Share customer stories, highlight workplace culture, recruit and retain talent. So if you are interested in applying for Cisco and if you look at this post on your IG, then you'll feel more trust in them and you'll want to work here more. Influencer marketing. So it focuses on leveraging key leaders who's the opinion leader of this specific brand on behalf of a brand to reach a larger market. It was $10 billion industry in 2019. Ooh, I'm sure it's way bigger now throughout COVID. Influencers can simply be people with a large social following in specific areas of interest or industries, or they could be celebrities. Fashion and beauty industry has especially taken advantage of these types of campaigns. So it's an example. Have you tried this product? I have tried. From not looking at this influencer's post, but there was another of my favorite influencers' post liking this product, so I wanted to try it out. It was really delicious. It's Sugar Bear Hair, so it's a gummy for your hair health. 30% of US online consumers were more likely to purchase a product or endorsed by a non-celebrity blogger than by a celebrity. So I'm sure it's because it looks more authentic when it's not a celebrity, right? 70% of 18 to 34-year-olds has the highest preference for peer endorsements. Why do you think we prefer peer endorsements, and who is the influencer that you would trust? Micro-influencer marketing is when brands partner with people who have smaller followings on social media. So sometimes when they have smaller number of followers, it can look more authentic too, depending on what is the product that they're promoting. Consider the level of influencers. Are you looking for a celebrity, like super big mega influencers, or a social media star, or a thought leader? So these are the specifications for each hierarchy of influencers. But I also want you to read this article of influencer fraud. So it says 45% accounts were found to be fake for a certain Instagram influencer campaign. So when you have time, please go to this link and read this article. Consumer brand relationship is a theoretical approach I want to introduce in this chapter. It proposes repeated interactions between a brand and customer and reflect characteristics of relationships between people. So consumers identify with other consumers who use the same product or brands, like me loving this brand Glossier, and I want to keep talking about this to another fans of Glossier. Investing in social media strengthens a consumer attachment to a product and builds stronger ties with the brand community, leading to the consumer sharing brand social content and increasing brand trust and loyalty. So these are it for chapter 12. I'll see you in the next lecture video. If you have any questions, please let me know. Bye!